but I actually bought a new toy. You're about to see it. I bought a claw machine. Now, whenever I bought it, the guy said that he had pulled it out of another location and that it was not working. But he said he wasn't sure what was wrong with it. He just knew it didn't work. So I get home with it and I plug it in, and instantly it fires right up. It works just fine. Well, pretty good. There's a few little problems which I'll try to catch on film here in a second, but I just have some random little prizes and stuff. Things mostly that I've won out of a claw machine, and then extra little thingies here, some makeup stuff. This isn't for actual people to pay to win. This is just for now. But I like to say that there's a problem with the actual CPU unit, which I'll show you here in a second. If any of the people watching know a lot about claw machines, let me know if there's anything you know that I could do to fix this problem. But yeah, it makes everything flicker during certain parts. Usually it's right after you win a prize, but this light will flicker, this will all flicker and change numbers. The claw machine sometimes will jerk around, and you'll hear ticking sounds and, and grinding sounds from down here. And at first I thought it was maybe sparks, but I opened this up and ran it while it was open, and I didn't see any sparks, so I'm not exactly sure what it is. But I know the grinding sound are these dials. They're spinning so fast that it's making them grind. And then the ticking sounds, I'm assuming, are just relays, but not exactly sure what's wrong with it. But we'll get into it. I'll show what's kind of wrong with it. And for all the haunted house people out there thinking, well, it's just haunted, leave a name on what I can name the machine that would be kind of ghost-like, or a creepy ghost-style name. So what I'm going to do is just open this up and give myself a credit. It's $0.25 a play. I'm just going to load up a few credits here. Okay, so now we're loaded up with some credits. 16 apparently is, oh well, there was already 7 credits on here. Whoops. So you push this button, claw goes forward, and you only get one shot at going forward. So once you let go, it's done. You got your timer over here. This sideways button, as soon as you let go, the claw drops. There you go. There's it freaking out. And the claw dropped but didn't go all the way down. And there we go. It took one of my credits, but I don't know if you could hear it. Let me actually turn down this music in the background. But even whenever you don't win something, it'll still say congratulations while it's doing that little glitch. But now see, it's ready to be played again. It thinks it's at home in the homing section, but it's still out there. So you hit forward, the trolley still moves forward, and that moves sideways. And sometimes it'll come back up and sometimes it won't, which is just a little freaky. But see if it freaks out again. Yep. You see how that one dimmed in and out and that flickers? But yeah, otherwise, like, it usually works just fine. It's just every now and then it'll glitch like that. So it's still playable. There's just a little bit of a problem with it. I looked up new CPU units on eBay, and one for my machine's going to be about $325. Well, I only paid a little bit for this machine, and I don't want to have to pay that much money to get it resolved. So, you see now it's back at 15 credits. It didn't count a couple of those plays. But I did win a prize out of it, which is pretty cool. So that's good that I won a prize. But it's bad that it flickers and does all of this, because sometimes you'll have 1 credit left, you'll play that credit, and it'll act like you've won something even though you haven't, and it will actually give you an extra credit or two. So that's not good. Sometimes whenever you have a bunch of credits, it'll actually take some of those credits away, which also isn't good. But otherwise, just for regular like house play, it's fine. It's actually kind of cool, because if I use this at the haunted house this year, and you see that? What I can do is title it, which I already have some prints made, not actually printed, but I made some photos. I'll throw them in now. And those are for, obviously, the claw machine. Have them back here in the back, and maybe the haunted claw on each side. That way it's like, it kind of gives you that haunted-esque feel, and there's going to be Halloween stuff in here at the haunted house. Halloween-themed plush, and I think that'd be really cool. You can still charge, and then just say, like, if it eats your credit, let me know. But otherwise, like, it only eats your credits. It's very rare that it'll eat your credits. It does happen. So it's kind of annoying, but I can't afford to pay for that. So what I'm assuming to do is just market it as a haunted arcade game, haunted claw machine. I also have that sticker on here for quarters. But yeah, we'll try to get this little guy here. And I won. Alright. You see that dial is actually moving on the left, showing that the, which one is that, credits? Yeah, that the credits are being added, which they're not. I've checked the fuses and stuff. Like I said, I've taken it apart to look at it, but now look. 18 credits. We were just at like 10. That's crazy, but yeah, so it's whatever. It's pretty cool. I was thinking about hanging maybe that sign in there too. But this is how you program it. Where's my... Oh, they're in the claw machine. Alright, so inside the claw machine, it came with this little bag. And inside this bag, looks like my mailman forgot to deliver at somebody's house. You have this instruction manual and some different ones, but there's a button controller that's supposed to be in here. This guy alone on eBay to buy a new one is $80. What it has is the big plug-in jack here, and down the wire you have 2 programming buttons with different capabilities, which is kind of cool. So what you do is you basically just plug this right into the computer. You try to prop the door back up as best you can. It's not going to be perfect. You know what? Give me just a second. Oh my gosh. The door broke off the hinge, which kind of is really annoying. So I'll have to fix that. But I don't have time now. So this is going to have to do without that. But let's plug this guy in. And you push and hold S1. And it starts flashing your first thing. Section 1 basically controls the strength of the claw. So you have section 1 and 9. So you push the second button. Let me find my instructions real fast. Okay, so if I leave it flashing on 1-0, are we recording? Where the hell is the button? Okay, so if I leave it flashing on section 1-0, it's going to be 10% power. Then we have number 1 would be 15%, 20%. 25, 30. So 30% would be number 4. And then we have number 5, which is 40%. 6 is 50, 60, 75, and 100% claw strength. So usually it's set on 6, which is 40% power. So it can pick things up, but it's going to be pretty difficult for it. So that's where a lot of marketing people, like, they'll make their money doing that. But I leave it on full strength, that way I can just play around with it. 2 through 6 are not applicable for my unit. 7, 8, and I believe 9 and 10 are all different things for coin and how many games you get per play. And then also 1 and 2 on the next section are that way. So number 3 would bring us to the forward motor speed. It's recommended to keep that at 100%, which is number 9, but I can also lower it all the way down to 10% by doing that. And I'll show you what the claw looks like when it goes that slow. Number 4 is going to be the sideways motor speed, and it's supposed to be at 60%, but we will lower it also to, I believe, 10%. Then we have the motor speed up down, and that is supposed to be at 80%, but we're going to lower it also to 10%. Number 6 would be the maximum play time. So it's whenever it shows you how much time you have. Basically, they say 20 seconds is what you're supposed to do. But I am gonna do, let's turn it off. 060 would be off. I don't know what off means. You can go all the way up to 90 seconds or 10 seconds. Number 7, oops, damn it. Number 7 would have been time between jingle, which should be at 5 minutes. Not sure what 8 and 9 is, and then number 10 does absolutely nothing. So, alright, now we got it set with really slow claw speed, and timer is off. Oh man. So this is what happens when it moves super duper slow. I feel like you have a better chance of winning things with it going that slow. This is the first time I've actually ever... What? Oh, we're blinking an error code, I think. Oh no. I think it's taking too long to get to the top and it timed out. Okay, so hey there guys, just a really quick update. I'm not even sure if you guys saw the claw machine video. Did I record that? I'm not sure if I did, or even if I didn't, you've already seen it anyway. This is the claw machine computer. I tried to do my own work to it and I could not get it working, but I got in touch with the company who actually originally made the claw machine, and they said that this style computer they can actually still repair. So I'm gonna send it off tomorrow, have it repaired. It's gonna be like probably $200 to get it repaired, and because otherwise if I didn't have them repair it, it would be like $350 to get a working one off of eBay. So I just rather have them be able to repair it, and you know, that'd be that. So soon it will work. Very soon. Alright, well, happy hunting guys. See you later.